Hey guys, what's up? My name's Trixx aka Nico. Welcome back to another video. This is a very unusual one, so don't get used to it, but your guys' support has been insane lately, and that's actually also the main reason for this video. Since you guys made it possible for me to now show off a legendary Griffin Pet on day 1. But for all the new members, feel free to join the hive. It's free and it would mean a lot for me. Obviously only do that if you like the content, but speaking of likes, yeah, you know what to do if you enjoy the video. The mayor election took place almost exactly a day ago. Mayor Diana, who was the first ever elected mayor, came with an event called Mythological Ritual. She not only makes it possible for you to spawn mythological creatures, but she also sells a pet, the Griffin Pet, and alongside of that, she also sells an ancestral spade, which we'll talk about in a second. The Griffin Pet is one of the most insane pets that has ever been released. The crit chance and crit damage are the same as the legendary Ender Dragon pets. The strength is halved, but to make up for it, you get magic find and a little bit of intelligence. Stat-wise, this is what you could expect of a legendary Griffin Pet. But before we get into any more details, how do you actually grind the Mythological Ritual? First up, you get the spade, which we already got alongside of the Griffin Pet. Now you'll have to search for borrow blocks in the hub lobby. These borrow blocks are always glass blocks, but with a random position. And since we already got so much information out of the last stream, here's some really valuable tips. Right-click the spade to activate Echo, which releases a particle trail that will lead you to the next burrow. Another important thing would be to put the particles produced by Hypixel up to the max. For that, you would simply just type what's on the screen right now. Next up, I would recommend upping your field of view and maybe even switching to F5 mode to get the biggest possible view. And lastly, this isn't really that important anymore because of the Echo ability, but if you press F3 and check out the particle count up here, if it rises above 300 or 400 particles, it's almost guaranteed that there is a burrow near you. Now that you got a burrow, you'll have to dig it up. Each burrow starts a burrowed chain that right now consists of 4 burrows. You'll get a mythological creature to spawn, which drops ancient claws, and if you dig it up again, an arrow to point you into the direction of the next one. And at the last burrow, you'll always get a tiny reward instead of a creature. One of these rewards would be the Griffin Feather. So let's continue on the Griffin Pet. The Griffin Pet starts off with a common rarity, and you can upgrade it all the way to legendary tier, although in a new and unusual way. You need to craft upgrade stones. These upgrade stones are crafted with Griffin feathers, ancient claws, and a lot of enchanted gold. The pet's rarity has to be upgraded one by one, which means you cannot skip any, like for example, getting directly to epic after buying the common one. The rarity of the pet, just like it says in the description, is what gives you the ability to spawn new and stronger creatures. These creatures obviously have better drops as you progress along, and this is exactly what we're gonna talk about now. I myself just got the legendary Griffin Pet on stream, but shortly after, I found out why the legendary Griffin Pet is not to be taken the easy way. Mobs spawned with the legendary Griffin Pet are insanely strong, and the last new creature that gets added to your burrow is called Champion. This champion has 10 million health, and I was not able to even beat it by myself. The fact that we needed 3 people with almost maxed out gear and still were just barely able to beat the creature made this update feel like I'm reliving the good old times of the Slayer update. Just a quick hint, we sadly didn't get any RNG drops from the legendary creatures, but I'm pretty sure that the Daedalus stick, for example, is exactly one of these drops. And lastly, to finish off the Griffin Pet, it not only grants you the ability of 2 permanent maxed out pots, namely strength and regeneration, but it also heals players and most importantly buffs your damage as long as you're above 85% health. And with this said, I myself, even though I probably overpaid by a ton, believe that the Griffin Pet is now one of the best pets in the entire game. And if there's still open thoughts or questions, feel free to join my Discord and ask me over there. But for now, I hope I could help you out with this, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to destroy the like button, and without any further ado, thank you so much for watching and have an awesome day.